Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the back nine of round two here at the Nevada Open in Nevada, Missouri. Big shout out to Discmania for being the title sponsor of the event. I'm Smitty here with Lucas Deal, one-time deal commentary. Lucas, you ready to watch this?
Oh, I am so hyped.
Yep, it's going to be a good time. So here we go. Here's our sponsors or our event coordinators for the event. Tyson Jones, obviously the brains of the deal. Matt Lloyd and Mama Hickey. We got the drone and catch cam operator, the best employee at Disc and Deals coverage, Kendra. We got to give a big shout out to the city of Nevada, Richard Brockman, and everybody else that had something to do with this. I think Under Par was part of it. And Farm Pad. Here we go. We have GT Hancock. GT survived a tough middle of that front nine going bogey, triple bogey to scratch back to a good round. We got Brandon Cawthorne finishing up the front nine with 4 birdies. If you haven't watched, go check that out. Nice little phoner there as well. We got Jake Hebenheimer, who had a pretty slow front nine, looking to capitalize on his big distance and maybe make a move over the back nine. And then we have Prezi. This guy shredded the front nine, getting 7 of 9 birdies, showing why he is a top disc golfer in our sport.
Absolutely. Let's jump right into hole number 10. Remember, we are playing the course 2, which is the inside course. They're playing this once, playing the other one a couple times. 576 feet, par 4. The tall grass on the left is hazard, ball golf green on the right, and painted line on the right's OB. The most common play is to lay up before the tall grass and then just pitch up and take a pretty simple birdie. This one's not hard.
Yeah, that tall grass looks like it's just long enough to put a great drive right into it and nearly impossible for most people to clear.
Yeah.
576 feet, judging by GT's shirt, the wind's right to left. Remember, GT just drilled a just disgusting flex shot birdie to finish out the front nine.
Eagle, even.
Oh, yeah, eagle. My bad. Yeah, it wasn't eagle. And like you say, laying up just short of that tall grass, setting himself up for a easiest up and down he possibly can get. Brandon, going back to this flick, his flick has been off all tournament. I feel I usually think of Brandon as a pretty strong flicker, and he's burnt some over and threw some out left and nailed this one.
Yeah, that one looks nice.
Doing that to fight that wind, you can see as it hit and skipped, it just went absolutely nowhere. So that should put him in position.
Yeah,
and Jake's gonna get big with it.
Yep, Jake's gonna look to clear the tall grass. He backed way up, had to follow him. And that is massive.
Yeah, he really throws that son of a gun hard.
576 feet. And dude's within 20.
Looking at an eagle.
Pretty disgusting. Great camera work by Kendra there, too.
Yeah, and it's just hard to tell on video here how awesome that shot was without being there.
God, yeah. It was so gross.
And Prezi going out much wider than the other in GT and just putting it right perfect, right on top of him.
Yep.
This is Draco, isn't it?
This purple one is actually, yeah, it is a Draco. You're right. Good call.
Looked a little high.
Again, that right to left, though, did keep him from probably skipping more right.
Yeah, still not a fun putt.
No, not at all.
Prezi, a little knockdown into the front of the hill.
Yep. He's going to be within 15.
Just kind of puts these guys at awkward distances.
It does. And just outside, maybe just inside, can't quite tell.
We've seen how this played out before, man. You better hit something. Yeah, but we know he's going to.
Let's go, BC. What a putt.
Love it.
And
All
here is
right.
our eagle bid.
Let's see it, man.
He just had an opportunity on hole 9, missed it high cage or high band. This one, heart.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
I mean, had to be the only eagle. That's just disgusting. 576 feet to be that close. Great shot. Here's Prezi for his bird.
Stats won't break it down far enough to let me see how many eagles there are, but there was 2% eagles, so you're probably right. Jake's probably the only one.
He is the guy. We got to look at this one again. Look at the crank on this one. Turned over. Force over. That thing just keeps going and pushing and pushing. 576 feet to the hole. He's about 20 left. Disgusting. Just gross.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's awesome.
hole 11, the infamous island hole sponsored by Under Par. Anything not coming to rest on the island goes to the drop zone. The tee actually starts around here. I just had to show you that cool little walk-up area. And this is a very beautiful hole, but this island is pretty small. Now, keep in mind, this hole is only 255 feet, but you have to be within those flags. So pretty small area, and anything back behind the basket, that is a death putt.
And then what drop zone if you miss the island?
Yep, there's a drop zone over to the left that is scary to run as well. Jake going forehand. And, ooh, front side.
Sweet
right
shot.
Where you want to be.
Sweet shot. Good touch. That looked like a pretty fast edge disc.
Yeah, it looks like a fairway potentially. No, it's probably a mid-range. He throws Meridian mid-ranges. That could be something Meridian. And that's a good shot.
That's a great shot, man. Anything safe is good.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, that is frightening. That putt is it doesn't seem far, but that's right at the water.
Well, I like both of their chances so far. That's a little left.
Yeah. And that's going to be OB. He missed the island. He actually mentioned that he played this in a tailwind the day before and was going way past, so he did the standstill, and I think that messed him up. That's pretty. Maybe deep, though. Too deep? Oh, man, that's a layup for me. And
Yeah.
then there's the drop zone. Brandon wanted nothing to do with that putt.
When you're 7 for 9 or, well, actually 8 for 10. Yeah, he birdied the last one. 8 for 10. You go for this one.
Dang, he is on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to lay one up and come in and say, I could have had them all, but I laid that one up.
And here's Jake for the bird.
No worries of going in the pond and losing his putter.
Exactly. You definitely want to be on this side, but he is going to face a headwind. And it raised on him a little. And probably a very rare 3 on that hole. I'm assuming if you get the island, you're probably mostly getting the deuce. It's probably a 2 or 4.
7 pars on it.
Yeah. So out of a field of 60, that's, not a lot. GT.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
No way you're laying that thing up.
Yeah, that one I'm running, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. He was closer than I even thought. And BC going to card the bogey, and GT now 2 back. And let's look at hole 12. This is an incredibly wide fairway, very generous, but this is a direct headwind. Tall grass on the right is OB, plus the ball golf green, way deep. You can see some tall grass there on the left-hand side as well. That also plays OB. You don't really need to do much here. You just need to get a huge pump off the drive. It makes the second shot much more approachable. This is one that you can maybe take some big numbers if you get greedy.
Yeah, 760 par 4. That's you want to try to get 400 off the tee if you can.
Yeah, you really want to pump one out here.
Throw your best controlled distance shot because you're not going to reach it. So trying to go for the gusto doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and truly that the headwind just makes this hole a little bit scarier. That's a good pump. Destroyer out of GT. Force out of Prezi. And got a nice turn. Little nose up, potentially. Killed it, but just fine. That's going to probably be tough to go for the bird. We
From
know
where Prezi is.
Yeah, where Prezi is. And we know Jake's not going to lack any power here.
No, but going for too much power could start adding up strokes pretty quick.
It can. Yep, the headwind will do that as well. And it looks like that's got to stop turning. Oh, no, that's perfect.
Not much farther than that disc there in the crop circle.
No, GT throws pretty dang far.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different of a shot. I mean, his is more of a direct line. And then Quasar here out of BC. Went for a little turn. Good height, though. Should come back. Oh, the headwind just did not let it come back.
Oh, man.
And so he's a little over 400 out. He ranged it at 420. Put a good rip on this one. And just short. He thinks he may have gotten a blade of grass and not the actual hole when he ranged it. And that one's turned over. That's got to stay safe. That tall grass is OB.
What is happening?
Over there.
At least he gets to move this time.
Yeah.
The first time was the same spot. That is a round killer.
Yeah. That's 3 OBs in a row. Yeah, Prezi just going to pitch it out. I don't know if anything changed after watching BC go out of bounds or if that was always his play.
I think he was too far to reach it.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, GT, on the other hand, does have the power to get here. Headwind, does it hold it? No, it's going to hyzer out.
That's putting.
And just inside circle. That's a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake?
Some sort of overstable sucker.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Got an OTB stamp on it.
Long putt, that's what it is.
That is a long putt. It's going to be nearly 50.
Layup all day from there.
Yeah. Speaking of layup, this should just be a pitch up to the pin.
Good enough.
Yep, just fine. BC was wasting no time. And oh my God. He just has such great range. The spin that he generates is so impressive.
He's ready to get off a hole 12, that's for sure.
Yep. Jake did give it a run, but the wind said no thank you. And GT here for potentially the lone birdie.
The lone bird from the edge of the circle.
PA3 in hand. Hyzer putt activated. Yahtzee.
Yeah, man. These guys have made some really solid putts.
Oh, yeah. Especially, you just don't know. That wind is ripping, Smitty. I mean, we're talking 20, 25 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, that was in the heart. Yeah, well, it's hard to tell because there's nothing to blow.
Yeah, you can see the flags ripping a little bit, but yeah, it's very, very flat on this golf course. And that was a quad there for
That
BC.
hurts. That is a killer.
Hole 13. This one is long. Longest hole on the course, 1,176 feet, par 5, sidewalk on the right, OB, tall grass left, OB. Throw it far, then throw it far again, and then, you know what? Throw it far a third time, get your approach close, miss that OB green, and you want to make sure you don't go too far because there is OB behind the basket as well.
It's a common theme out here.
Oh, yeah.
Now we can see the wind just destroying these trees.
Yes, and this is a tailwind, thankfully, for the long hole. We got Halo Destroyer from GT. And he cranked that over. Didn't get edge, or that would have been a lot further.
He's got a ways to go.
Got a ways to go, but again, very fair fairway. You shouldn't really bring any OB into play. And that one right down the pipe. He's going to look to do basically the same shot again on the next one.
We know different driver than he's been working on. So, this thing must be really understable, I bet.
Yeah, it's that tailwind. He went a little, and that's got a flip, though. And that's not flipping. And hits the sign and maybe saves him from going OB.
That thing was hauling butt.
It was. You can thank the women's pad. And right. BC.
Mr. Quadruple.
Yeah. Letting some frustration out. That's the one nice thing about a long hole after a hole that you didn't really enjoy too much. GT. Right here. Sidewalk is OB. So he got pretty close. He flirted with it.
Yeah.
And that one, correcting, getting back towards the center. Just got to be short of the golf green and not go too far left. That's a good shot.
One more of those and he'll be looking.
Yep, exactly. Prezi probably going to try to end up somewhere close to where GT is, maybe a little further. Put a move on that one. Coming in, nice ground game. And yeah, got it further.
So they're all going to go over the green on their third, it looks like.
Yes, yeah. Unless you got some crazy power. And then here we go. BC. Scorp. Another good one. Wide. Let it trickle in.
Right on top of Prezi.
Yep. And so here is Jake.
Oh, yeah, you can take the distance reading off of that sign.
Yeah, he wants this. He wants all of it. That one didn't flip on him again. And this one does not have a sign in the way to stop him. That's going to be OB.
Yeah, he's really coming through there, putting a lot of hyzer angle on him.
Yeah.
Trying to flip him over and ride it.
But yeah, you can, like you mentioned, that has to be a very, very flippy disc with how much hyzer he's putting on that in the tailwind. Here's GT.
Like that.
Oh, yeah. I think he does too.
Well done.
This green thing, a drone probably?
Yeah, it is a drone. Well, it used to be a drone. It's a straight flyer now.
Yeah,
That kind of trickled out a little bit longer than he'd like.
Yeah, that one did. Did give him a little skip away. We know this is the AVR X3 at a BC.
That's going to be out left too.
That one holds a little bit, but yeah, you're right. Right on top of Prezi.
Tree saved him another 7 feet, probably. I still like both their chances from over there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Jake here with the forehand. Great shot. Prezi or the bird. There's no way he missed that after 17 in a row or something. Quite a bit anyway.
He's had several.
And BC now.
Right to left wind, judging by that flag on the ball golf green.
Right. He nailed it.
You know
Great bounce back.
You know that thing's high in the chains and perfect.
Yeah, I had no doubt. No doubt about it. This should be a bogey. Is that right? Or is this par? One.
This is just for a par.
Okay.
The only one will be once.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, par works.
This did come in as the fifth easiest hole.
Yeah.
So it's pretty, like you said, pretty much a must get.
Yeah, Prezi, I'm sure wants that one back. GT with the easy bird. And look at that. They are knotted up at the top.
I can't believe that, man. After that double bogey stretch, I just can't believe he's even in it.
Oh, I know. And here's 14. This is the classic risk reward shot, 408 feet. You can lay up short here in the grass because all of the tall grass right is hazard. Any tall grass left is OB, and you go to a drop zone. But you have to get in that area, so you can choose to go for it or lay up. Pick your poison.
Well, I'm guessing we're going to have 4 pick go for it's.
Yeah. Although the card right in front of them, every single one of them laid up. That's how crazy the wind was being. GT has no doubt went for it, and it's got to stay, and he's in bounds. What's this one? This isn't a normal one. That looks like a different Scorp.
Yeah, we haven't seen this guy yet. It's definitely
a little more stable, I'm assuming.
Helioplastic. I don't know what the wind is doing, so I can't tell you.
Sorry, it's a tailwind. So
yeah,
should be maybe less
probably
stable.
Probably straight flyer, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Smoke.
He went OB, so he's gonna have to go drop zone, which is kind of to the left of the tall grass. But man, he almost rang that up. And Prezi got absolutely knocked down. And he has to shoot from there as hazard.
How far is this drop zone if you go OB?
Drop zone is less than 100.
So you're getting a bogey if you go to the drop zone.
Yeah, you're not making it.
You're probably getting a bogey if you go in the hazard.
Oh.
There's a couple of putts at it.
Yep, so he stayed in bounds.
That's scary.
That's going to sit. Oh, it did. Just fine. Prezi. Yep. And here's GT. Got a straddle out, got a little tree in his way.
I wonder why they chose to make that hazard there and not just OB on all sides.
Yeah, they did a lot of half and half on each hole. I don't know the decision making behind that. And Jake just outside. Look for the stepper.
The lunger is what we call this.
Okay. You're calling it the lunge.
Yeah, he really gets after it.
Yeah, like he's fencing. Got it though. Whew. Great putt. And he's making a little run here.
Yeah, he's not dead yet. All right, this is the money zone.
And it is. He's going to take the bogue. And not the happiest in the world.
That's the disc getter outer.
Yep. GT was providing that. And look at this, Smitty. GT has clawed his way back into the lead going into hole 15, which I accidentally erased the drone footage of. So you don't get to see a whole preview, but this is one massive forehand, dog leg right. You have to tuck pretty tight to the right because there's a sidewalk OB. You'll kind of see here in Jake's shot. It needs to be higher and wider. You see how quick that sidewalk comes up. And there's this hill that's not going to let anything skip back.
So you can't be over that road.
That's correct. So he's going to be OB of that sidewalk. So you really need to hug the tree.
You got to be tight.
There. Yeah, very tight.
Is it tall grass all OB to the right, or is
no?
It
so that's all safe.
Not hazard or anything.
Not hazard or anything.
Yeah, throw it tighter and hazard, and that's OB.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. It is a left to right, so they might be hoping that the disc grabs under it, but yep, that's OB too.
Yeah,
me and Brandon are making a bet here currently. I said there's no way anyone's going to be in circle 2, and he said, want to bet a hug on it? And I said, a hug, huh? He's like, well, last time we bet a handshake. I said, all right, a hug it is. So we'll see if he can make it in. Is he going to get a hug, or am I going to be happy that he didn't make it into circle 2? He is in bounds, and dadgummit, he's in circle 2. He got a hug.
Yeah, you don't know what comes after a hug, so I would be careful betting with Brandon.
We're done betting, Brandon.
That's the way those Okies do, man. They lure you in
and Prezi early, and look at this. We have a Prezi forehand. Oh no, it's perfect. Look at him.
Well,
Prezi, if you need me to send that for your highlight tape, let me know.
There's no doubt he can do it as a utility shot to get out of trouble or when it's needed, but he is much more comfortable going backhand and very, very stinking good at it.
Oh, yeah. So good.
So this is last in bounds.
Yep. And the wind got under that one, pushed a little far. He's going to be outside circle there.
Yeah, he's not going to like that.
And here is BC emerging from the jungle.
This is a little bit longer than Cawthorne country.
Oh, it was still close to Cawthorne country. And here's Jake with the stepper or lunger.
The lunger.
The lunge. What are we calling it? I like the lunge.
Good
and
putt.
He lunged it in there.
Great putt.
Yep, great bogey save. GT to save bogey.
Man, really good putts.
I know, just fantastic. That's a direct headwind for both of them.
That much hyzer, man. That's just, I had no idea what the wind's going to do to that thing.
I think he's practiced quite a bit with that one.
Well, apparently.
We know what this does, though. Yahtzee. All right. And we're knotted back up at the top, 13 down for GT and Prezi. And we're going into hole 16. We did get the drone footage here. 611 feet. The drone's flying the hyzer line. You can also go inside flex line. Tall grass left, hazard. The fairway there you can see is lined. That is OB. This one, you just want to make sure you're in bounds and then miss some of these trees. There are a couple you have to beat. And I don't mind this hole at all.
Yeah, I would be reading that damn caddy book nonstop with all these OBs and hazards and.
Yeah, there's 2 different colored lines that they.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that's nice. Yeah, that's perfect. And that's a little more aggressive going over that OB or hazard. But an orange line indicates hazard, a white line indicates OB.
There we go. Left to right wind, so that flex shot for Brandon was gaining him a little distance with the wind pushing it.
Absolutely. Prezzy's going to go the more traditional hyzer route.
Yeah, just keep me safe the whole way.
Yep, exactly.
And around the corner and looking.
And surprise. Yep, agreed. You're about to say it.
Cut the corner and go for it.
Yep. You must have not liked the way it's set up. That's going to get so pushed down by the wind. But yeah, maybe that's just the play. Let's get it out, get it safe. The GT looking to bite off a little bit here and go over the OB. Halo Destroyer is cheat code. And oh, that's going to be tasty. Oh, it just hit the last branch. I would have loved to see where that one ended up.
It was moving.
Yeah, so this is tough. You have, you can go outside the far tree on the right. You can go inside. You can go flick. So you have options, but I do like where this hole is at. It makes this approach a little bit more intriguing. And found the tree.
Yeah, that does tighten it up down there with those trees just playing goalie on you.
Yeah. There's he going outside, the wider shot.
I like that.
Yes. Yes, and that's money. That same disc he just flicked with. I'm assuming that's a machete.
And Jake's going to go out here left side, huh?
And this should be a headwind coming at him. And Jake's going high as well. Oh, that was a great shot.
Yeah.
A little shorter, and that's in the bucket.
Brandon going to try to bite off of that line.
Oh, yeah.
Lower, though. Skipping right to it.
Lower. But left it short a little. He's going to be outside circle, actually.
Count it.
And here's GT. Long range. Yeah, the wind played with that one a little too much.
Oh, yeah. He's made 4 or 5 of these already.
Oh, yeah. This is right in Cawthorne country, as you call it. And the wind said, no, thank you. That was pretty crazy. Was that undercommitted, or do you think it was all wind?
I don't think it had a chance. I think Brandon was trying to make it, and I think he put the proper pace on it. But I just think the wind and just got on top of it and slammed it down. The worst miss ever.
Yeah.
1 inch low.
He didn't like it. And Prezi did not even see him. He thought he was just marking his disc. So they had a quick conversation. He's like, I'll go ahead. And so Jake going to take the par, much to his disappointment.
Did they fight in between holes, or did they just go on about their business?
Yeah, surprisingly, they were professionals. I was hoping for some headlocks or something. Give some people some exclusive content on Disc and Deals.
I think I got my money on Jake. He looks wiry.
He looks scary. All right. And Prezi overtaking the lead again. And hole 17. The drones fly in here over OB. The sidewalk here winds to the hole. You have to stay left of it, Smitty.
Okay.
309 feet. The safer play is the forehand out wide with the left to right wind. That's probably the play you're going to see a lot today. And the hole, of course, sits precariously on a mound.
Presley's looking down this little tight tunnel, huh?
Yep. So he is going OB over OB most of this way. And oh my God, it's perfect, Smitty. He is 5 feet.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was disgusting. And so BC going the forehand route, keeping it safe the whole way. Like I said, left to right wind, and if you get it that high, it's got a chance to do some things. That's all casual. There's nothing there that's OB, so he's safe. He's just going to be pretty far out.
Okay, I thought maybe the rope signified something. Probably just keeps golf carts from driving through.
Yeah, I think that's actually part of the golf course, the ball golf course. And you do have to miss the green behind the basket, and Jake's going to flirt with that a tad bit. But, man, that's a great shot.
Yeah, he smoked that sucker out there. All right, GT biting on this Prezi line.
Yeah, he liked it.
These dudes are in a battle, man.
They are, dude. This is so fun.
He knows Prezi's picking up the birdie here. He's got to give himself a putt. Looks about the same.
Yeah, that one held straight, though.
Little straighter.
Yeah, so he's going to be well outside circle.
All right, Brandon.
Yeah, this is from about 50 feet.
I'd advise you to be a little careful here.
And that stayed. That could have been rough.
Okay.
So here's
right.
GT.
Man, remember, wasn't too long ago, he should have laid one up from here.
Yeah, and this is a mound. And oh my God.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go. That's from 50, 55. I mean, that was not close.
Now we know why he gunned 3 of them from outside the circle earlier.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the one he missed at first was just a little bit low.
So Jake looking at inside the circle barely here, it looks like.
Yep, and a little trickle.
Don't you do it. Oh, boy.
It did roll up. He's going to be about 25 here. Prezi went ahead and tapped in.
Looked a little loftier than Jake's normal putt.
Yeah, it did seem a little bit loftier, and it's surprising because it was a tailwind. But here's Jake coming back for the par.
Yep.
And classic Berdogi fashion. If you've ever been an amateur, which I am usually most days, I've done that a time or two. All right, dude. Hole 18, 996 feet. A big bomber. You have to get out of the tall grass area. And then you have this lined OB left, long grass OB right is hazard, ball golf green. Stay clear of it. And you have the sidewalk OB, and the line continues straight. So you can see that the OB still stays straight the whole way on the left side. This is a long hole. This one is definitely one that is a tighter fairway. And there is a pinch point. The OB on the left comes up pretty quick.
So you want to be right where Kendra is.
Yeah, if you want to be where Kendra is. And the way that Prezi played that out wide, that's all safe. That's a perfect spot to be. It looks like you want to get on that fairway, but if you get on the fairway, you're going to have such a flare skip. So it's better to be in that tall grass. And here is GT ripping a destroyer. And he
right out of bounds.
The OB.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
He did not realize it came up that fast. He was very, very surprised. That one shocked him. He thought that was a money shot.
Brandon's trying to figure out what he wants to do. Just move back and throw from 3 feet farther. Make it a 999 footer.
And he's got the Scorp. Died on him a little.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, right there over the mound. Kind of a downhill run up which can make things a little interesting.
Jake back on the disc he's had success with trying to rip.
This is the big one. He started the back nine with the eagle with this disc. Let's see what happens here. Huge height. Just crazy how high he gets those. And to continue to push forward. And that's got to sit, and it rolls up, and he's in bounds.
It's pretty big.
That's huge. Prezi from the top of the mound. Again, just kind of playing it out wide, letting the disc work back for him. Even getting a sidewalk skip.
That helped a little.
Yep, and he's right in prime position to get up and down for the par. GT from his OB lie.
Yeah, he'd like to get this close so just wash this hole with Andrew.
Yeah, it's so far.
Ain't happening, is it?
No. 996 is no slouch for a par 4. And
another flick out left.
A little out left. But that fairway was kind. He's back in bounds. Around the same spot Prezi is. And Jake, I think he's smelling birdie. You know he's going to go for it.
He wants it, that's for dang sure.
Same disc again. And that's got to turn. And so you can see that OB line just continues straight. So it's not the cart path over there. It's the actual line. So that one did drift OB.
It got him.
And finally, we to Prezi for his third shot. Little putter up, the focus. And just like that, that's a pretty easy par to end it. And he should take the lead here. He already has it, and GT had that OB stroke. And that's got to sit. And it's on the line. It's hazard, so he's safe. Ooh.
Yeah.
Very close. Zone out of GT.
Good shot.
That's a good up. Get out of there with a 5. Jake maybe trying to put that in.
The number one hardest hole on the property today.
Yeah.
Not a single birdie.
Yeah, with the distance and oh my goodness, BC. Let's go. What a putt. Dude put on a putting clinic this round.
Yeah.
I mean, if he didn't have that happen on hole 12, I mean, let's think about where that puts him. He's right in the mix. And
another
GT, yep, GT finishes up. Good putt. Gets the bogey. Jake looking to do the same. And here is Prezi for the par. All right, my guy.
There we go.
2 rounds in the book. Yep. So let's take a look at the scores for everyone here. And we're going to see, but first, Prezi, 1078 rated, the highest rating ever on the channel. So congratulations to Prezi. He's got a 2-stroke lead over GT Hancock. Levi Hancock, we're going to see him. Adrian Chevalier, we'll see him. And we're going to see Jake Hebenheimer again. We're going to have 5 for the final round. And I cannot wait, Smitty. It's going to be a good one. I'm telling you, Prezi and GT are battling right now.
Man, I feel bad for GT for taking that triple.
It was a triple. Yeah,
fairly early, but he righted the ship and played so well after that. And Prezi just played solid all the way through. So
yeah, so lots of good disc golf. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel for even more amazing disc golf. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye now.